This is William Tincup, and we're publishing and podcasting live from isolved Connect Chicago. Joey Price is in the house. Joey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm doing well.
Doing well. You just got off the stage a little while ago.
Yeah.
What'd you do? What was your bit?
We talked about how can HR professionals thrive in this sea of change that we have in AI. So it was huge.
Oh, boy.
So use the old British model, keep calm and carry on, but just made a few twists to it for HR.
Yeah.
Felt a sigh of relief from the room.
Yeah.
Good. It was good.
Somebody's got to actually ease the anxiety, right? I don't know who or how, because you've got a bunch of these bobbleheads that are out there just stoking the flames and making people even more anxious about it. It's coming to take your jobs. It's taking all the jobs. It's like, come on.
Yeah, I don't want to bear the lead, man. I don't think that AI is the enemy. I think the enemy right now is fear, uncertainty, lack of understanding.
Right.
So the more we can come to grips with those things,
right,
then we see AI for the ally that it really is,
right,
or that it can be.
It's for me the analogy that I use oftentimes is the internet. So when the internet first came, you had a lot of fear. The baud rates, understood baud rates. Like, is that a third? I don't know. Anyhow, people pop. It's one of those deals where there was a group of people that looked at it and went, wow, that's cool. And then there was a group that looked at it and go, I have no idea how this is going to change my business. How's this going to change my role within that business? This is faster, and it's also so nuanced where it might take one little sliver of what you do, like a chatbot. It might take one little sliver of what you do and make that so much better for you and the employees.
Yeah.
It's like, well, okay.
Yeah.
You didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
So I think that the stay calm part is really important for practitioners to hear, especially from people like yourself, because they'll respect it for hearing it from somebody that says, listen, I've got a lot of clients, go to a lot of conferences, I see a lot of stuff, and it's easy to be anxious.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be.
Yeah. And I think one thing that lands well with an audience like here at isolved Connect is like, I'm talking to you not as a person who builds the tools,
right,
but as a person who was in your seat a few years ago as a practitioner,
right,
just trying to figure all this stuff out.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the age of, when job boards were supposed to take away recruiters, or when social media and sourcing was supposed to
social. Yeah.
So we've had like 30 years of tech innovation that was supposed to disrupt the field, but here we are with more HR pros in the industry than ever. So
do you think, so the pandemic, on one level, the pandemic sped up a bunch of stuff, right? Like the remote work and flexibility and all that type of stuff. It sped up communications. I think people that were in HR, the pros, they stepped up their game, and the employee communications folks, they stepped up their game, and then they all got burnt out.
Yeah.
Right. So you had to deal with that. And it seems like this return to like 2019, like it was a great year, like a year that we should go back and replicate. It's like
party like it's 21-9.
Yeah. What do we, it wasn't that great of a year. Like, what are we hearkening back to that we have to go back and do this? Is with your clients, what do you see with RTO? What's the why?
Yeah, man. So a lot of our clients went remote and they haven't looked back.
Right.
The smaller ones, 50 and under, they're like, well, we don't really have the leverage to just go out and force the person that moved from Maine to Montana to come back, because they're the keeper of our knowledge.
Right.
They're, a core member of the team. We lose so much institutional knowledge and goodwill with our clients if we force them to come back, which they won't. So, I mean, my clients, they kind of just leaned into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think some of it is it solved the algebra of thrive. Okay, so where do you thrive? If you thrive at the office, first of all, there is a real need, especially with some of the younger folks that they've never had an office.
For sure.
They want to go to an office. They
Yep.
want to go and see people. You know, they've had all this virtual proms and all this other stuff. Like they want to go and see people. And so you have that. And then you have folks at a certain point in their life where like, it's outcome based. If I can get my outcomes done, you know, whenever I get them done, why do you care where I work?
Yeah.
So I think it's solving for each company and each leader solving for, okay, how does that person thrive in this job?
Yeah.
And again, having the flexibility, I think very early in the return to office, I met with a leader in Dallas, CHRO, and it's a decent sized company. And he said, it's mandatory Wednesday. So everybody that's in Dallas Fort Worth has to come into the office on Wednesday, and we do no work.
Oh yeah, you're probably badging in for coffee and catching up, and
their bit is all soft skills. So we're going to do design charrettes. We're going to do teaching, some training, some scenarios.
Okay.
We're going to do cold calls. Like we're just going to learn each other's jobs, like cross-functional training, and just we're going to have fun.
Yeah.
But we'll be able to get to know each other in a way that you can't get to know each other over Zoom or text or phone or whatever. We get to know each other.
Yeah.
And we'll get the work done on the other 4 days.
Yeah.
That's fine. And whether or not you come to the office or stay at home doesn't matter.
Well, you know, there was a study pre-COVID that talked about, you know, well, how much time do you actually productive time do you get from an employee? And it's like 3 hours. Yeah. Well, you threw a 4, but yeah, it's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
So, you know, to do something like that where you say, hey, let's team build and skill develop on 1 day a week, you're not really missing out on like what could have been from a productivity standpoint. In fact, it's more like playing the long game.
Yes.
Like, hey, retention is important and making sure people know our culture is important.
Well, we'll
get to the emails, we'll get to the chats, but for now,
all that stuff's important.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
But like, especially with like Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they don't have some of those soft skills. So they didn't learn those soft skills. Right. So they're used to looking at a screen, a device. And it's okay, let's do some presentations. We're just going to pick some random presentations out and present in front of a group for 5 minutes and like do some improv. And so like with younger people, it's like they get to kind of play something they've never played with.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
And it's not work. They're not being judged. You know, it's all that. It's not, none of that stuff. It's none of the things they learned in college.
Yeah.
And it's how do you work with another person? This person's, you know, CFO.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now you're on a team and you've got to do this bit. And you know, there's a place for that.
Yeah. Well, before we started the recording and we were chatting, you were talking about being a professor and teacher.
Teaching assistant.
I was an adjunct for a while, and you know, the big disconnect that students have when they enter into the workforce is that the game is totally different. There is no syllabus. There is no rubric. There may be, you know, CEO objectives and department goals, but the closer it gets to you, the more fuzzy and blurry things can kind of get. So it's like you have to help your early stage professionals understand how to pivot from, hey, if I just do my work and get my paper in, I know what score I'll get if I give this effort. That's all gone. So you got to help them.
100 years ago, when Fistful of Talent was rolling, Chris Dunn, Tim Sackett, Jessica Lee, a bunch of these different Lori Rudiman, a bunch of these people basically were like, let's create a conference that's about all the soft skills, office politics, negotiation. You know, like how do you actually get your idea bought into? You know, all the stuff that's, again, to your point, it's not taught in college.
Nope.
During my MBA, I did take a negotiation class from, I think, one of the best professors in the world. And it was every class was scenarios. You'd come in, you'd pick out a thing, and you were either on the union side or the non-union side. And then all of a sudden, he'd give you a scenario, and now you're in that scenario. Now you got to argue for and figure out how to get your stuff. It was It was really literally the best class I've ever taken kind of
Yeah.
from that scenario. Like, we're just gonna throw you in. This is real life. Like,
Mhm.
he took every one of those cases. They were from Ford. They were from, they were
Mhm.
from places.
Mhm.
And it's understanding the book that he used is, Getting to Yes, which is a
Yeah.
common
Yep. I've read
it's
that one.
so you create a BATNA,
Mhm.
best alternative to a negotiated agreement. So you kinda, like, figure out what's really important here.
Mhm.
The employees or our union members are saying these 16 things are important. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
we're
Those
not
are
going to 16. All right, like, let's get this down to what are the 4
the
important.
4 core. Yeah.
Okay. And it's like, okay, we can't move off this 4. And as fast as you can get that communicated, both sides, you can start to settle in.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, that we can't do that. All right, well, that's not really that. I mean, it is important, but it's not critical.
Yeah.
I love classes like that. I think getting both employees into immersive learning like that,
Mhm.
where it's like real,
Mhm.
because I see that, and it'll be interesting to get your take. I see universities drifting further from what's needed in corporate.
Yeah.
Like, it's always been there. You graduate and it's
Yeah,
like
I've
you
had
get
a big beef with, career centers for decades, man,
same.
because, I mean, you don't really
Yes. Let's with your
know.
cover letter.
Yeah.
Hmm? Really? We're going to do cover letters.
Yeah.
Okay. No. I mean, first of all, doing something personal, not okay. Like, that's cool. Like, doing something that kind of really breaks you out of the mix, whether or not it's email or text or cover letter or sending them a package, like
Mhm.
anything that kind of breaks you out of the normal candidate stuff, I'm down for.
Mhm.
But at the same time, if you're teaching people right now to read cover letters for recruiters that don't have time to consume all the candidates they have, much less
Mhm.
cover letters,
Mhm.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
So I think universities, we're going to see universities struggle with this phase of AI that we're going through,
Mhm.
and how they have to actually how to get closer to that,
Yeah.
because all the changes that are happening, agentic, Gen AI, machine learning, it's like they gotta.
It's gonna be tough, man. It's one of the reasons why I wrote my book, not necessarily to plug it, but, like,
No, you should plug it.
yeah, The Power of HR.
There
Go
you
get it,
go.
it's great, and if you're a professor,
It's on Amazon.
go on Kogan page and get your evaluation copy. But anyway, I just all of the research, man, that says, like, managers would rather work with AI than an early stage career professional and not have to teach it the soft skills because all they care about are outputs,
That's right.
right? It, it's harder for colleges to justify the business model of we produce ready made
Mm-mm.
candidates for the world if the world is changing how it looks at early stage candidates.
That's right.
And I did a presentation at a very reputable HR program in the Mid Atlantic. I spoke at one of their classes, and the school is great, but the professor was like, "Yeah, man, I haven't been in the industry in 20 years. I've just been teaching." It's like, okay, so you really have no idea what's going on in HR anymore, and you're kind of just preaching from, like, back in my day, right?
Yes. Yellow
So
notes.
it's a
Yes.
it's a disservice that we're doing to students because not only are they not understanding, what is the current climate, but they don't even have, like, turnkey access to the tools, right?
Right.
We're at a technology conference. How many of these students have access to this type of technology
That's right.
in undergrad or in grad school to prepare them?
I see it all the way down to the high school level, because Van, my youngest, is 15, and so he's going to his sophomore year, and I spent this year with him, basically going through. He's not a great student, kind of like me. I was a horrible student, and so it's like, all right, we're using algebra. I said, okay, so here's the deal. Take a picture of that. Okay,
Mhm.
now let's upload to ChatGPT.
Mm.
I said, now solve this as a ninth grader would.
Mhm.
Like, bing, 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 bing. It breaks it all down.
Mhm.
And it's like, do you want me to put in different numbers? Do you want me to put in different things? It's like, he'll learn that way.
Yeah.
He'll learn that way. He'll still learn it,
Yep.
but he'll learn that way because it's like,
But what I love about that is, people have this aversion to technology and education.
yeah,
But what you've just shown is one practical way where, whether it's ChatGPT or whatever model you're
right.
using, can be a tutor
That's
for
right.
your child.
100%.
So, like, hey, reverse engineer this answer and explain how you got there.
And it'll tell you.
It'll tell you.
The oldest son's doing DoorDash and also learning a bunch of AI.
Mhm.
But the DoorDash stuff, he'll go in day to day, put in his zip code, and go, where should I spend most of my time?
Mhm.
Like, he trusts the app,
Mhm.
but he also trusts ChatGPT
Mhm.
to then say, here's
Mhm.
what's going on.
Mhm.
Here's where you're at.
Yeah.
And so it's like, again, use the technology that's available to you.
Mhm.
But I think we think about the employees, and in that case of higher education or K through 12, the kids know how to use the tools, but the people managing them don't know how to use the tools,
And they're afraid.
and they're afraid.
Mhm.
It's terrifying.
Mhm.
Okay, fair enough. Change is terrifying. Like, I got it, got the memo. At the same time, you got to jump in.
Yep.
That's usually where I kind of talk to practitioners. I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just try something.
Yeah. That's, I mean, it sounds like you're in my session because one of my favorite superhero movies is The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And super, super great movie. I'm going to go home and watch it.
Yeah.
But I talk about
That's the
how
one with Bane, right?
Joker.
That's Joker.
Heath
Oh,
Ledger.
that's even
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Nurse's outfit, clicker, blows up the hospital.
Yes.
Fun times. What I didn't really realize about the Joker until being an adult and watched this movie like years after it came out is like, the Joker thrives on like just making chaos.
That's all.
Like if he can get you confused, if he can
That's
get
it.
you angry, if he can get you
That's the
terrified,
win.
he doesn't want money, he doesn't want power, he doesn't want influence. He just wants people
Chaos.
scared.
Chaos.
And so this age that we're in with technology, AI is not the villain.
No.
It's the fear, it's the unbelief, it's the lack of understanding.
Yeah.
That's the true enemy, and that's what's stifling.
Well, and you have the media and others, but you have the media that's only going to play off the negative because that's what sells. So they're going to talk about how something got it wrong, an LLM got it wrong, or it hallucinated here, it did this, that, and the other. Because
the young kids call that crashing out,
right?
When the LLM crashes out.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, why do we call it hallucination? It made a mistake, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we make mistakes doing it normally on a calculator.
Yeah.
Like, why is it a new thing? It's not a new thing.
Yeah.
It's a mistake.
Like Tin Cup didn't hallucinate when he took the wrong turn on the freeway.
Rerouting
because you hallucinated.
I would love that. First of all, I want it to be in like Morgan Freeman's voice.
Yeah.
And I want him to get frustrated. Like at one point, it's like, listen, youngster.
Also in Dark Knight. Yeah.
You need to actually stop this stuff.
Yeah.
Get back on the highway.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Stop hallucinating.
Just stop hallucinating. It's just a made up words like, it's a mistake. Okay. Yeah. It's going to fix that mistake.
Yeah.
Check.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. So how's the book doing?
It's good. It's doing good. Yeah. I mean, we released it in March, so I'll get all of the sales numbers and everything this month in June.
Okay. Did you write a book to make money?
I wrote a book to change the world.
Okay.
That's
fair.
All right. Not in like the Joker way, because money's important too. but I wanted to help professionals who are stuck with like, hey, how do I become that strategic partner in this post-pandemic society where technology really is table stakes for everybody?
Right.
And then for the professors who are like, yeah, I haven't been in the work world for 20 years, and the last 5 years have felt like 20 years of change and progress.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I believe it's doing well. We're looking to get it at some conferences this year in the bookstore. So yeah, I think it's going well.
You know, the thing about writing books is like one of the books I wrote was a book, and we drop shipped it to prospects.
Nice.
So I signed it, autographed it, and then signed it and sent it to them and just say, hey, listen, when you get a chance, take a look at this. And if you want to, call us. And the book was basically a guide. This is when I was in marketing. It was a guide on here's B2B marketing in the HR tech world. And it was literally chapter by chapter. Here's what we do. Here's what you should be doing. And the book title was "Try Not to Fuck This Up,"
Mm-hmm.
and it had a bag of poo, flaming bag of poo on the cover,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the bit. He's like, "We're giving you the answers.
Yeah.
All you have to do is literally do the steps."
Mm-hmm.
But what I learned about that whole process is you can give people the answers to the test.
Oh, yeah.
And they, first of all, they'll think it's cool, and then they'll be like, I need help
Mm-hmm.
because I don't understand all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or I just need help. I need somebody to do it.
Or they're like, oh, I want to do my own thing. Like, I hear you,
Mm-hmm.
industry standards, keys to success, but
Yep.
I got my own ideas of what keys to success are.
What
Those are the scary people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're terrifying.
Yeah.
I had one guy throw my book at me. So I was just walking as HR tech, and I saw it out of the peripheral vision,
Mm-hmm.
and it hits my chest.
Mm-hmm.
And I just Allen Iverson, I just stepped over it
Yeah.
and just kept walking.
Yeah.
And then he called me over the weekend. He goes, "Dude, why didn't you sign my book?" I'm like, "What book?" He goes, "I threw it at you when you were in HR Tech. You didn't catch it. You didn't even acknowledge that I threw it. I had to go back out in the aisle and go grab it." I'm like, "Well, dude, first of all, throwing books. Okay.
That's like page 1 is like key to success number 1, don't throw the book at the author.
Come on now." But I did freeze. And this was the first time. So the book had been out, but the first time someone asked me for my autograph. I was at a bar and I'd been drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And so a great gal in our industry came up to me and she goes, "Hey, how are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm doing great. I'm like 6 martinis in.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Living the dream.
Yeah, living the dream. I'm just trying to figure out which hotel am I staying at." And she goes, "Would you do me a favor and autograph the book?
Yeah.
Your book for me?" And she gave me a pen or something, and I didn't know what to write. Like it wasn't collected enough, wasn't astute enough to then say, "Would you like me to sign it to you? Is there anything special?" Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
All that escaped me.
Yeah.
So I just signed my name and gave it back to her.
Right. She's like, thanks.
Right. So I tell people that story because it's like the first time someone asks you for your autograph, unless you've been prepared, unless unless you understand, hey, they want something, they've read it or they're going to read it, whatever the bit is, they want something from you. It's not just your name. So I apologized to her a couple months later. I saw her in our conference. I'm like, "I brought a book for you." And it was to her.
Nice.
And how much she meant to me and all that type of stuff. And I'd signed it. And she's like, "Oh, I like this much better." I'm like, "Yeah. Well, I've
that
got
other copy's in Goodwill somewhere." She's like, "All right, I've leveled up. Somebody else can have this."
Just pass it on to people. Yeah, that was funny. So what's your take on best practices? Are you a best practices guy?
I'm a best practices guy from the standpoint of like, at least you know it works.
Okay.
But you should always be looking for better practices. And you should always be looking for more contextualized practices.
Personalized to the company.
Because what works in your department may not work in your competitor across the street.
That's my take too. It's like, I'm the anti best practices. It's like, first of all, it's a place to start.
Yep.
Great. But if it doesn't make sense for your company or your department or whatever, then why are you even thinking about it?
I wrote a blog a couple years ago, back when we were
blogging was the thing.
Yep. Yeah, when it was a thing. And I remember the title. It was "Average Advice is Terrible Advice," and like kind of tying it to the whole like best practice thing. It's like,
that's good.
Well, if everybody's doing it, how does that give you an edge?
Oh,
right?
I got one for you. So people probably ask you the same question they asked me: is who's doing it well? Yeah. And it could be in recruiting, could be in HR, could be pick anything, people analytics, whatever the bit is. And I say this:
parenting.
Parents,
who's raising their kid well, right?
Close your eyes, throw the dart, hope.
Yeah.
I think the people that are doing it the best, let's take recruiting just because it's fun.
Yeah.
The people that are doing it the best, it's become a competitive advantage. And the company's not going to let you write a book. They're not going to let you get out on the speaker circuit and tell everybody about how you fixed recruiting.
Yep.
So it isn't those people.
Yep.
And so people, they want the answers. They want to be able to say, oh, Nike, great example. Nike does it well. Nike's got a book and Nike's out on the trail. It's like, they're not doing it the best.
Yeah. Because honestly, you mentioned Nike, so I'll go there. I didn't realize that like Skechers has the second highest market share of sneakers
It's crazy.
in the world.
It's crazy.
But you walk past the Skechers store and you're like,
old man,
who's wearing
old
that?
man.
Right? But they've got what everybody else wants. They've got like positive momentum and they're gaining ground, and they've already gotten to, silver medal status.
Oh, yeah.
So somebody might say Nike's doing well, but I mean, what could you learn from Skechers? They came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Let's build comfortable shoes for older people.
Yep.
Yeah, totally came out of nowhere. And also you thought the market, like, really?
Yep.
They're going to buy that?
Yep.
I've learned, because my brother had sciatic. He had sciatic problem. And he got a pair of Hokas.
Ooh, yeah. I got a pair. Yeah.
He fixed it.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have that anymore. So then he tells my mom, tells my brother, tells me, my wife. Now all of us wear Hokas.
He sold 10 pairs easily.
Easily. Like my kids, both of my boys have Hokas.
Yeah. And they're in style.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because now they got colors, they got all kinds of swag and all kinds of things to them. And it's like, and oh, by the way, they're comfortable.
Yeah. So comfortable.
Yeah. I talked Ryan into getting a pair because he walks every day, 2 or 3 times a day. And he's so cheap that he'll go get shoes at like Costco and shit. I'm like, dude, seriously, there's things you should spend money on.
Yeah. Your hips are going to be jacked when you're older.
Exactly. Come on, dude. And I told him, he's like, man, they're like $200 or, whatever. I said, I don't care how much they are. Stop looking at the price tag.
Yeah.
Walk in and then tell me that you're not walking on air.
Yeah.
And so he did. And he felt guilty. So he bought a pair, felt guilty. And he still wears like his regular Adidas or whatever, their Costco shoes, like around. He's like, I'll just use those for walking. I'm like, that's really not the point.
No.
That's not the deal. I need you to
put those on, buddy.
Strap them on and go.
Yeah.
Best career advice you ever received or that you've given?
Build your well before you're thirsty.
Okay. I like that.
There's a book, but many of my mentors preached about networking. So like I was one of those guys that when I was in HR, when I was practicing, I never had to apply for a job because like somebody knew what I could do. But building your well before you're thirsty is just all about like get your community before you have a need.
That's right.
Because the worst time to have a need is when you don't know who can help you.
That's right.
So that's been the best career advice.
That's genius.
Whether it's like, know the IT guys, because if you need to get a password lockout and they got to escalate that ASAP, they got to like you. They got to know you so they can make it happen for you.
100%. It's one of those things they tell you, used to tell you, be nice on the way up.
Yep.
So when you're on the way down, they're nice to you.
Yep.
And it's like you treat everybody like that with respect. They have a job. It's hard. The context is different than yours. It's just too easy to be nice. Like you don't have to be an asshole. That's a choice.
Yeah.
That's great career advice. Yeah. Well, man, we can sit here and talk all day, but I know you got to like get on and do shit. So,
man, I am so relieved that my presentation is done. I feel like I've used up all my words today, but of course I saved some for hanging with you.
Had to.
So it's been cool.